Hello guys, today I'll be doing a quick guide to Proxmox, how to install it and configure. In the initial steps you need to cover. First of all, you go to proxmox.com, and what you need from here is Proxmox virtual environment. So you go to downloads and you download Proxmox VE 8.2 ISO installer. And once you download it, you just write it to your flash drive and basically boot your old PC or server into it. I'm gonna be doing this in my already installed Proxmox environment, but it's all the same that you would do on the real hardware. So what I'm gonna be doing is just creating a Proxmox VM and going through the install with you. So the first thing you're gonna see when you boot into the USB is this grub menu, and you wanna go with the graphical install. Once it's booted into the installer, you're gonna press agree, then select your hard disk that you want to install Proxmox to, and you might want to configure this. Right now it's only 32, so I don't really need to configure it, but on some real hardware I would probably do something like 450 for the HD size, and give it some swap size as well in case you run out of your RAM. So then you just select your time zone, country, and here you're gonna set your password to log in into your Proxmox web interface. Basically what you see in here. You also should provide a valid email, because Proxmox can send you email notifications in case something goes wrong. But at this point, I'm gonna just do some random emails, like admin.example.com. So on the next step, you must configure the network for this install. And in case you're running this on a real hardware, I strongly suggest you to put some static IP address in here and not get it through the HCP, because it might change at some point. Once it finishes installing, it's gonna automatically reboot. So you just need to wait for it to boot into the Proxmox, and it will tell you the IP address and port that you need to go to actually manage it, the install. So once you get to this screen, you wanna grab your PC or laptop and go to this IP address and port. So if we go to this now, you're gonna get this warning, but it's all good. And here's your Proxmox install. It's actually up and running. So we need to log in now. So basically it's the root username and the password that you put in while installing it. So you get this warning about no valid subscription, but Proxmox is actually free. That's for enterprise updates, and I'll just show you how to disable this warning in a second. So okay, and it's basically done. You got yourself a Proxmox server, and you can manage your VMs in here now. So in terms of post-install processing, I'm gonna be doing a Proxmox script that I'll leave the link to in description. Basically, you copy this script, go to your PVE shell, and just paste this in here. Start Proxmox install scripts. Yes, you wanna start it. And correct Proxmox VE sources. That's actually what's gonna switch your Proxmox from enterprise updates to regular updates. And you basically want to do this. So then disable PVE enterprise repository. You most probably want to do this because you probably are not going to buy a enterprise license for your home server. So yeah, we're gonna disable it. Enable PVE no subscription repository. That's basically switching you to regular updates that does not require subscription to enterprise license. So you want to do this. So the next one is correct Ceph package sources. I'll probably do no to this because I won't be using Ceph and I won't plan to do so. If you need to use Ceph, you basically select yes and it's all good. So the next one is add disable the PVE test repository. What does it mean is you are going to get some test updates that you basically don't want to run on your home server, but it adds it as disabled so you can enable it later if you want to. So it doesn't really matter what you choose in here, but to not clutter the system as much, I'm just gonna go with no. And this the final one is the initial subscription message that we got when we just logged in into the Proxmox. Disable subscription nag. So yes, we're gonna do this. Disable high availability. You probably want to do this in case you are not running some Proxmox cluster on your home network. But if you are running a cluster, meaning multiple servers, then you want it to leave enabled. So in this case, I'm gonna disable high availability because I don't need it. And this is gonna take some time, so you just gotta wait for it. And the next one is update Proxmox VE now. And you basically want to do this because it just switched to another source of updates, and you basically want to get those updates. So once the script finishes executing, you're gonna reboot your home server and basically you're done. Congratulations, you got yourself a home server. Now you can go create your VMs or create LXC containers. I'm gonna be covering more of that in the later videos, so make sure to subscribe and have fun with your home server.